Hey, it's Kathy, and I'm back with my day 2 of my 12 days of Scrappy Christmas videos. And so this one is going to be a bit more winter-based than Christmas-based, but I know all those products come out around the same time. So I'm going to be using a little bit of everything. Some of the sweater weather collection, some of last year's Snow and Cocoa collection, some of the Fa La La collection, and potentially just other things. And so my whole idea with this layout was that I just wanted to use a lot of ephemera and die cuts and a bit of chipboard and just kind of do like a design going across the page, because I had this one photo of my son from a few years ago. I did this kind of late November wintry photo shoot where they were in like cute sweaters and scarves and stuff like that, and it wasn't actually too cold, so I was actually able to do it. Kind of hoping I can do something like that again this year, maybe this weekend. Fingers crossed. But my main thing right now is I'm just deciding what paper I want to use for my background, and I had a few picked out, and this was not the one I thought I was going to go with because, as you can see, it's a very busy paper, right? It's a plaid. But in the end, I actually really liked it. So I'm kind of just getting an idea of placement, and there's no point in me doing this because I'm going to completely change where everything goes on this layout. So thank you guys for joining me for my second video. So there's still 10 more to go, plus any other videos that might be coming up because of blog hops or design team obligations or things like that. So there's still going to be quite a few videos coming, and I am really looking forward to continuing it. And anyone who follows my either personal or public Facebook knows that I had a little bit of an issue with my last video. It got demonetized because apparently I had something inappropriate in my video. I'm not sure. I don't remember flashing my boobs or, cursing up a storm. But anyway, I think it has since been fixed because I think today I looked and it said it was back to being monetized. Very strange considering it wasn't going to get looked at until I got 1,000 views in 7 days. But I think it's back to being monetized. So my fingers are crossed that none of the other ones get demonetized because to go on a bit of a sob story, some of the, AdSense money is one of the only ways that I am making any money right now. So to lose monetization on my videos, on any of them, is kind of a bit of a blow. So I'm happy that it's back up, especially because it really upset me. And I hate when, I don't know about anybody else, but I am this way where if something goes wrong and I can't fix it right away, it just stews in my head until I can fix it. And that goes for something even as simple as, let's say I bought something and it was the wrong size and I needed to return it. Oh my gosh, until I get it returned, I'm just like, I want to get to the store. I want to return it. I want to get it done. I want to take care of it. I don't want to worry about it anymore, even if there's nothing I can do. So anyway, so more so not just being angry that they did it. Oh yeah, and Piper has decided that she really likes to join me when I scrapbook now, or if I'm just in my craft room. So I actually had to stop the video and shoo her out again. So she's going to be one of those cats, I guess. I don't necessarily mind it. I just wish she wouldn't do it while I was filming. But she is adorable. But yeah, as I was saying, now that it's back up, I am not it's a little bit of a stress reliever for me. So I am hoping that whatever caused it may have just been a one-time issue. Oh, I guess I didn't shoo her off. I guess I didn't close my door. And I won't have to worry about it this time. So as you can see, I'm not shying away from using the pink because I don't know how I would ever get away with not using pink because it's very prevalent in the Snow and Cocoa collection. It's very, very abundant in the Fa La La collection and as well as the Sweater Weather collection. So there's quite a bit of it. But I also was sticking with the blues primarily and the teals just because of the colors in the photo. As you can see, he's wearing, like, I don't have anything that's super green that I could have used. I don't know why I said green like that. Though I do love the colors in that sweater. And I could have maybe come up with something that would have matched it, but I was kind of more so enjoying using up a lot of my Christmas and winter stuff because I have quite a bit of it, and I have quite a lot of traditional Christmassy items as well, not just winter items. So I'm going to be excited to use up some of them too, just so that I can make way for new stuff. So I thought I would add some snowmen in, just, you know, and that adds in some red as well, because there's this orangey red from the Snow and Cocoa collection that's just, it's just kind of hinted at in most of the products. There would be like a little bit here and there. It wasn't a huge color in it, but it is there. And I still haven't, at this point, I still haven't bought replacements for my Tombow runner. I have since, and I'm hoping that they don't get wrecked. But at that point, I was still just kind of using it as if it was double-sided tape. But yeah, I backed my photo with some of the 6x6 paper pads from Snow and Cocoa because I still have quite a bit of the papers. I don't have a whole lot of the 12x12 anymore, but I do have quite a bit. And I made little embellishment clusters almost, because once I stuck down that snowman onto the little deer, it was stuck. So I figured, well, okay, so it's stuck. So I'll just leave it stuck and work with it as if it's an embellishment cluster. And I put the mountain range there as well. Not that we're anywhere near a mountain range where I live. I loved the little house. I thought that worked out well. And I'm trying to keep pink flowing throughout the layouts, that it's not, I don't mind that it's abundant. I just want to make sure that it's not the standout color on the layout. So by kind of putting it here and there and not having it all in one spot, it's less noticeable. So I'm actually used quite a bit of my chipboard for Snow and Cocoa, and I never actually bought the stickers. So I don't have the stickers at all. I completely forgot to buy them, and then they re-released it again this year, and I still forgot to buy them. So I don't know if I'm ever going to buy them. But I'm not even sure if I need to at this point. I've used so much of the rest of it. And even though it's kind of a strange idea to use acetate pieces because it's clear going over a very busy pattern, I really liked how much the So Much Fun stood out. As you can see at the top, it says Snowflake Kisses, and there's a bit more of that orangey red, so I'm bringing it in again. And I don't know if I end up having any more pieces that I can use to bring that in, but I do use some red and white baker's twine for the tags, and so that kind of helps with bringing in more of that color. I'm just going to use that Wonderful Winter as the title, so that's just going to be the title. I'm not going to worry about putting a separate title anywhere. I think it works just fine. So my main piece going through the center is my embellishment cluster. It's one, to me, it's one embellishment cluster. And so then there's a top and bottom embellishment cluster. And I made the bottom one more heavy with the black ephemera to weigh it down. Because I like to have the heavier pieces on the bottom and then the lighter pieces are on the top, so hence why it's the white snowflake and stuff like that up at the top. And the 6x6 sheet had a sheet of the cut aparts, but in smaller format, so I'm using it too. And oh yeah, I forgot that I had this Fa La La washi tape, and that's from the Fa La La collection, and it has some red in it, and it has some green and pink, so I'm bringing it in 3 different places, especially where I can showcase some more green, just to have a little bit more green going on. And then I found some little puffy stickers that I had gotten from an old Paper Issues swag bag that they had, and it had the bear from Chamel and the badger from the Chamel Little You collection or something like that. Or Little by Little collection. I cannot remember what it was called. And I really love that collection. So I'm going to use it because I also found a piece of flair, and that came from an old Studio Calico kit from back when I used to subscribe to Studio Calico, and it's been a while. So I've had it for a while, and I assume it's a raccoon, and it's silver. So I'm not going to include any gold in this collection, or in this layout, because I don't need to. The only metallic piece I do have at this point is that flare button, and I really like the Studio Calico flare buttons that we would get because I never found that they rusted, though some of my other ones did. I thought about bringing in these green glittery trees because I really liked them. I only got 3 left. I bought them forever ago at Michael's and just have kept them ever since and been using them sparingly on different layouts because I like them so much. I just love that color green. It pops so much. Anyway, I don't end up using it because it just seemed like a weird, it just wasn't the right color to introduce. So I am going to use Heidi Swap Color Shine in tinsels, I believe, to add a little bit more metallic to the whole layout at the end. But I'm also going to add in these cute little, I don't know what they're called, pom-poms. It's a pom-pom, again, I don't know what that's called. Trim. There we go. It's pom-pom trim. And I think it just came also from one time I bought it at Michael's in like their dollar bin when they used to have different trims and stuff in it. And it's just red pom-poms, and it came with some other red threads and ribbons and whatnot. But I thought this was a great way to add in even more red to the layout so that it has another accent. And I don't think I ended up adding it in a third place. Maybe I do. I'm trying to think, so I'm standing up to look because, oh yeah, I just kind of haphazardly put a few up there. I just wanted to look kind of casual, so they're just kind of there. Anyway, but yeah, I'm not going to add in green, but I like the addition of the red into the layout. It just kind of adds a little something, and adding that texture of the pom-poms really helps since there's so much paper texture going on in chipboard. Oh no, maybe I don't do the silver. I guess I do the blue, but it's metallic anyway. So that's it for day 2. Pictures are coming up. I hope you guys are enjoying the series. I can't wait to make the rest of the videos for you. And I will see you all on day 3 of my Scrappy Christmas. Oh no, I do have more. Look at that. See? Anyway, bye.